This is Galaxy TV News, and these are the top stories. Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, slams claim by the cable newspaper that he and his office secured $17 million out of the $321.5 million Abacha loot recently repatriated to Nigeria as legal fees. Reports say Senator representing Kogi West in the National Assembly, Senator Dino Melaye, apparently returns to the People's Democratic Party, PDP. To sport, Paris Saint-Germain has signed former Juventus and Italy goalkeeper Gianluigi Buffon on a free transfer. With the forum saying a large convoy of armored vehicles and tanks flying Russian and Syrian flags makes its way towards the Nasib Jibril border crossing overlooking Jordan. I'll bring you details in just a moment. Hello and welcome to the news on Galaxy Television. I am Kelly Egiga. First in the news, Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, is displeased by the claim by the cable newspaper that he and his office secured $17 million out of the $321.5 million Abacha loot recently repatriated to Nigeria as legal fees for some lawyers, which the online medium described as his boys. The Justice Minister is equally bothered by the fact that the newspaper's false claim led to his summon by the National Assembly to clear the air on the matter, during which he was called unprintable names and his reputation in office disparaged. For these reasons, he has asked the High Court of the FCT to take steps to stop the online newspaper and its publisher from further spreading false, malicious and biased information against him and his office, and compel them to pay him and his office general damages of 5 billion naira. In the streets, Malami wants the court to also compel the newspaper and its publisher to take off the offending material from the cable website and serve as well as a perpetual injunction against further publication of such defamatory stuff. Now, Senator representing Kogi West in the National Assembly, Senator Dino Melaye, has apparently returned to the People's Democratic Party, PDP. In a video posted on his personal Instagram page on Friday, Melaye called PDP his home and claimed that the ruling All Progressive Congress made him suffer. The lawmaker was elected to the House of Representatives under the platform of the PDP in 2007, but he defected to the APC before the 2015 elections. However, he fell out with the APC after a disagreement with the governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello. The situation reached its height in May this year after the police arrested him. He returned to the Senate after different court cases. The senator decided to sit among PDP lawmakers. Now, the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has postponed until further notice its planned peaceful protest march slated for July 11. It said it did so due to some circumstances beyond its control. CAN President Reverend Samson Ayokunle made the announcement in a statement signed by Pastor Adebayo Oladeji, his special assistant on media and communications. He disclosed that the church and denominational leaders would come to the National Christian Center together with the National Executive Committee (NEC) of CAN on July 11th at 10 a.m. to pray to God for the nation. Recall that the leadership of CAN had declared July 9 to 11 as National Day of Prayers and Fasting program against the killings across the country. The association also called on all Nigerians, both within and outside the country, to take part in the program. The association also called on all Nigerians, both within and outside the country, to take part in the program. CAN said the decision was hinged on the willful and persistent killings of fellow citizens in general and Christians in particular, mostly in Plateau and Benue State, where mass burial had become the norm. You're watching the news on Galaxy Television. Still to come, experts decry increasing rates of blindness in your state. We'll bring you details in just a moment. Join us again. This is the news on Galaxy Television. Now, former president of the Ophthalmological Society of Nigeria, Professor Sebastian Nwosu, has raised an alarm over the increasing rate of blindness among Nigerians calling for appropriate steps in this direction. Correspondent Kunle Ojo sent in this story.
Speaking at a public lecture in Ibadan with the title Research and Continuing Medical Education in Nigeria, the University Don called on researchers in the country to step up efforts and rescue the situation.
Yeah, in the last nationwide study done, 1.1 million Nigerians were blind. Another 3 million were partially sighted, that is, visually impaired. So you can now see that 4 million people we need support. First is that as a service center, a center that renders eye care, Eleta probably does more surgery than other government hospitals in Nigeria. So it has a manpower that works hard. Then in establishing research